Hello everybody, what's cracking? And today we're going to be reviewing the Mastermind Creations reformatted R12 CYNICUS. So, here we are. There he is. First, as we always do, we're going to take a look at his box. R12 CYNICUS, Investigator, Mastermind Creations. There's a nice picture of CYNICUS. I really like this picture. I like the reformatted name. I really like that name for a line. CYNICUS. And there is CYNICUS. Lots of pictures and stuff. And then when you open the box from here, this is actually a window where you can see CYNICUS right there. That's really it for the box. You do also get, it's right near me so I can show this off. This is the instruction manual, but you also get a comic book with CYNICUS that is weirdly horny. Like really just not hiding anything. This is just like, and like it looks like it's a Transformers Energon, like it looks like screenshots from Energon. That's just what this looks like to me. It's just if Energon was really horny. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Is just horny Unicron trilogy. But let's take a look at his accessories before we look at the figure. So, he comes with an alternate handle. This is for if you have Feral Rex, their take on Predaking. You can use this adapter handle and have Feral Rex hold CYNICUS. I don't have a Feral Rex, so this is essentially useless for me. Well, not useless. I'll tell you why it's still kind of useful once we get to it. You also do get the face with the spikes on it, just like in the comic books. And then you get an alternate head, which we'll look at more in detail in the robot mode. But yes, here's CYNICUS, and obviously this is Mastermind Creations' version of IDW VOS. And I love gun Transformers. The gun is always just like it. Guns are one of my favorite alt modes for a Transformer. I just really like the concept of a robot that turns into a weapon for another robot to use. Just kind of like a sense of teamwork that actually like really works for me when it comes to fiction. But so really long barrel, because this is a sniper rifle, so it's also got like the stands here. And this thing is just, it looks really nice. And if you stand up the gun, it's about the size of a leader class figure. But it's also really skinny, so. There's the scope right there. The scope looks really nice. I really like that. The feet are supposed to be positioned with like the toes like folded up and the heels folded like this. So he's just got the feet hanging out. But I personally like to do this, just because it makes it look a bit more streamlined. Don't know what this is supposed to be. Is this like a bullet magazine? Is that what this is? Because, like, it doesn't look like a handle. And it's also too close to the scope to be a proper handle. And it doesn't have a trigger, so it's not a handle. I don't know what it is. But, you can see up here, this is what's going to be the chest. It has a Decepticon symbol. I got this used. So, and the previous owner already put a Decepticon sticker on it. And it's a really, like, it's a chromed out gold one. It's not just, like, a regular, like, just purple Decepticon sticker. Which I really appreciate that it's a chromed gold one, because it actually is, like, essentially the same symbol as Legacy Tarn. So they actually have some kind of consistency with their Decepticon symbols, which is really cool. This is also, by the way, my first third-party figure. This is currently my only third-party figure. So this figure was my first dip into third-party. I wanted to make sure that my first dip into third-party was MMC, because I've just heard so many good things. And yeah, this is good. One thing I do want to address is the lack of a second shoulder piece here. I have the other shoulder piece, it's just the C-clip is cracked, and I don't want to risk breaking it. So I'm leaving it off for now, but I'll probably go in with some glue and just fix up that crack and then put it back on. But for now, it's just not there. It's not a huge deal. So, but yeah, there's the gun mode. Just the figure right beside me. This is a Generation Scourge. Just to show you, figures can hold it. They can hold. It's 5mm compatible, and I believe this end is 3mm compatible. No, not 3mm. This is 4mm compatible. This end is 4mm. This end is 5mm. And then same with this. And then there's the Feral Rex handle, which to add that on, you just want to split this section here, like that. Now bring these handles forwards. Now, just tab it into place. I think it goes this way, this way, this way, this way. Yes, it's this way. Just plug it in like this, and there's the Feral Rex handle so that Feral Rex can hold it. But why it's still useful for me is that it actually does allow the gun to stand up a bit straighter. It falls over, but like, there we go. So if you want, the gun can stand up straight, and that is why it is still useful. But, you know, I do honestly prefer the tilted look for a gun just sitting there. So, I don't even know why I said it's useful for me. I'm still gonna keep it, though. Just because, you know, it's good to have, like, because you never know, I might end up getting a Feral Rex at some point. I doubt it. Hang on. Feral Rex handle is very tricky to get out. But yeah, that's really it for gun mode, so yeah, let's transform this thing. This thing's transformation's pretty good. It's pretty fun. It's got some clashy areas. Most of the clashy bits are just going from robot to gun, not gun to robot. Gun to robot is pretty much fine. But first thing we're gonna do is just bring out the toes. One foot's really loose on mine. I might just like tighten up those screws at some point. But you just want to flatten out the feet. Now you can take the 5mm handles and just flip them into the legs, like this. Now what you want to do is just split the legs, and then just untab everything from this armature here. It's tabbing things into the armature that's the really tricky part when going from gun to robot. But now just untab the scope from here, and then you can just bring this all out of the way. What's next? Now just bring this bit forward, bring this forward, just essentially just turn the thigh around, like that. And that's it for the legs. And yeah, like, you can see, like, this foot is really loose on mine. And then this foot's too tight, so I'm gonna have to loosen a screw and tighten a screw. But anyways, now you just want to untab the arms, untab the hands, and just rotate the shoulders around, bring it down. Rotate the shoulder around, bring it down. Then just rest this bit up against here. Just do whatever you want with this bit. I actually like to leave it this way so that it sits more flush against the arm. But now you just want to take this top bit of the gun, just completely remove it, set it off to the side. Right there. What's next? We'll do this. So just extend this on this armature here. Rotate the chest plate around. Take the head, bring it up, turn it around, and then bring it back up. Now, what you want to do is take this back section here, split it, and now wrap the two halves around the armature. And this is the step that really shocked me. I was like, whoa, when I saw this, because like this is clever. Then you take these bits, wrap them around here, and then tab them back in to make the lower torso. That is cool. That's really cool. Just rotate this bit around to make the crotch. That's cool. That's awesome. I love that. I love how they did that. Let me just raise up the camera a little bit. Let me actually just... There we go. That's better. Okay. We're almost done. So now you just want to take this whole section, rotate it around, take this piece, rotate it around like this. Now just rotate this bit around. I always get disoriented with this backpack. Yeah, just really just like fiddle with it until you get this sitting flush into here, and then this bit tabbed into this peg here. Now you can tab in the backpack. The instructions do say that there's like more range of articulation if you leave the backpack untabbed, which, yeah, that's true. But we'll look at that in the articulation segments. Tab that in. Plug this back in. Get back in there. Get back in. Get back in there. Get your ass back into place. There we go. Now you want to take this bit, extend it, rotate it forward, then take this bit, rotate it forward, tab this back into place again. And then, we're not done yet, there's just one little thing we have to do, and it's parts forming, which will bother some. I don't care about parts forming. Okay, you're not going to stand because your foot's too loose. You just want to take this bit out. This does bother me though, like I don't really know what to do with these leg bits here. What do I do with those? I just usually leave them up. Let me know in the comments if there's like something better to do with them. But you just like tab this into the side there. And there you go. There is MMC VOS in robot mode. You hate standing up. You do not like to stand. And he looks really nice. I really, really do like this thing. I don't have a whole lot of recording space left on my tablet, so we might have to get tabbed back in there. There we go. Let's see. All those details right there. I love the legs. I love how the legs look. For posability, the head is on a ball joint and can do all this. Torso, like, you get all this lower torso movement. You get pretty much the same amount of upper torso movement when you untap the backpack. Waist joints, the arms are on ball joints here. Actually, I forgot to turn this around. And then they can rotate, move out, like, they can double move out. They've got double jointed elbows, ball jointed wrists. Hips can go out and back, and then out this way, not too far. A bunch of swivels, knee bend, toes can move forward and back, feet can move forward and back, and a big ankle tilt. And I think I did something a little bit wrong in the torso section, because that's not supposed to happen. Be right back. I fixed it. I didn't tab. There was something I didn't tab in. But, yeah, now he can hold his gun right here. He can hold it, and he can shoot people, I guess. Granted, I don't really know why he would need to. And he can hold this gun as well. But one thing I've noticed this figure can do, and, like, can pull off really well, is just, like, this figure, I usually, when I go to pose him, I always end up posing him in, like, really feminine-looking poses, because I just think he looks really good in more... I need to tighten that. Jeez, it's never been that loose. Like, for example, like, I could probably, like, very easily just, like, get a, like, this kind of thing going on right here. Like, it's really easy to pose this guy around. But, you can also just pop off. It's pretty tricky to do. Just pop off the head right there, and then take the new head, and then you can just pop this one on. Again, tricky to do. Horns are very sharp, so, you know. It feels uncomfortable to do too, because you get horns digging into you. But there's that new head sculpt right there. And that's the faceless head. And then you can give him the face, and he can do like the "Wear my face," which is really cool. I love that. I love that they included that. But let's just get him into like a final pose here. But yeah, there's Mastermind Creations VOS, and do I recommend it? Yes. Do I think it's worth 80 Canadian dollars? Uh, no. No, I don't think this is $80 good. I paid 60 for mine because I was able to negotiate to get the price lowered. And I think 60 is a good price, maybe 70, but 80 just feels like a bit much for what you're getting. Like, there's not a whole lot of plastic here, which isn't a complaint. Like, Voss is a very small and thin character, so not really a whole lot of complaints about there not being a lot of plastic here. But I mean, like, I just don't see $80 when I look at this. I think 60 is a fair price, so I'd say if you can find it for around that, then I'd definitely say go for it, because this is a damn good figure. But yeah, that has been my review of the Mastermind Creations R12 Interrogator, totally not Transformers, not Voss, CYNICUS. You know how I like to do these mouthfuls at the end, and that was the shortest mouthful at the end I've ever done. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw here, or if I helped you make a decision. Then please let me know in the comments section. I will see you all in the next one. Bye. See you on the flip side. Why do I always keep forgetting that? Bye.